our second arrestee here who chose to not cooperate with the trespassing order and assert his right to have a place to sleep.
We're outside the old Fish and Wildlife building in Olympia, and the cops came in. They're kicking us off this property, the homeless people off this property. So we set up camp to seek refuge from the city of Olympia, because we used to be set up over at the well.
And that was, when did the setup at the well start or occur?
I have no clue when it got set up, but I came up Saturday night and it was already up. And then we got kicked out of there yesterday, told to tear it down, and so we came over here and set it up to get away from, as I said, the city of Olympia. And then this morning we had State Patrol come up and tell us that we were going to have to leave today, that they'd be back with the order. They came back with the order saying we had to be out by 6. Anybody that would be left at 6 would be arrested. And we've got people going to the city hall meeting tonight to stand up and talk about all this.
And what was the kind of reasoning behind moving to this location right here?
We moved here because we were tired of the city of Olympia kicking us off their properties when all we were trying to do was find a nice, safe place to camp.
And what kind of brings you to this point of taking part in a form of direct action disobedience?
I got kicked out of my parents' house when I was 18. And I've been bouncing around. I've been in Tacoma, sleeping in parks and all that. And I got down here on my way to California and saw camp set up and found out that the city of Olympia had pretty much made being homeless illegal inside the city. So I think that's wrong, and I decided to stand up and fight against it. Because being homeless, it's not your fault. I've been looking for a job and it's hard.
So what, do you feel like there's enough support from local governments and the state government for people who are struggling with homelessness?
I don't think there's enough yet. After this, there might be a little bit more, but it still won't be enough.
Are you booking them
The
in Thurston
shelters
County?
are all full and all of that. So you've got people overflowing onto the streets.
And why do you think the shelters are all full? Like, what do you think are some of the kind of fundamental problems behind this?
I think the shelters just don't have enough space for everybody. And if they're not going to open up new shelters, at least they should turn these abandoned buildings into shelters. Even if it's temporarily. But
And you said you came from Tacoma, or
yes.
How would you? Yeah, do you want to talk about your struggles there to find stable employment and place to live?
I've bounced around between houses sometimes, but it's hard to find a stable place to live without money. And for money, you got to get a job, and without an address, you can't really get a job. So that's why things are kind of hard. And I'm hoping that by traveling down to California, I'll be able to get a job easy.
Why do you think it's so hard to find a job there?
Because most places, they're full. They've already got people working there. And they're not going to fire somebody just to hire somebody else. And I really don't blame them.
Do you want to talk maybe a bit about just the last couple of days and the people since you're from out of town, just like some of the inspiring people that you've met and the people that are involved in this action?
Sure. I found actually everybody that's been staying at this shelter like regularly seems to be close. We all talk, joke around, and have fun. And because we're all going through the same problem. And it feels good to see people coming together and just being able to talk and have fun while they're homeless. In Tacoma, they're scattered all over. Here, it's all bus. It feels a lot better.
And what justification did the city give you for wanting to take down
the first one was because it was like right along where all the bars are, and you got the drunk people coming through, leaving the bar, causing problems. Here, it was just we were on private property, and they seem to have a problem with it, and I don't see why. We've kept it clean. We've kept the noise level down, and we're not harming anybody.
So do you have any idea why they would, if you're not harming anyone, if you're keeping it clean?
Step back up on the sidewalk, take your hands out of your pocket. Take your hands out of your pocket. If you assault me, I will take you to the ground and arrest you. Now get back on the sidewalk, you're on private property.
So we have here, this is Peter Bohmer, I believe, from the Evergreen State College. The cop just told him, if you assault me, that you will be arrested. Peter Bohmer obviously did not assault anyone, and now he's being arrested.
It's been really hard. Up until I got into Olympia, I had to, spend pretty much all day trying to get money up, get food. And here in Olympia, it's just people, places donate food, which then the time is spent trying to get money up to travel, get out of the city.
Just get back on the sidewalk, please.
It's
Get back on the sidewalk.
really hard. Worry about where you're gonna be, where you're gonna sleep, and all of that. I don't like being homeless, but I've got no choice.
How long?
For 3 years now.